This is me moments before attempting the biggest transformation of my life. The past few years of my life have been rather tough and intense for me, so taking care of my body was a secondary priority and my health really suffered. Now it's time to regain control and make all the effort to turn this around. I've started a 90-day body battle as a gym beginner with my two main goals: to gain muscle and to normalize my eating habits. As an anxious guy, going to the gym itself was already a big effort, so this certainly won't be an easy task. Today is the first day of actually going to the gym. I am feeling a bit anxious. I had a look at the exercises I have to do today. I hope it won't be too busy at the gym. I'm hoping to get a good pump. Is that what gym people say? A good pump, mate. It's like snowing, it's cold, it's not inviting you out, especially to go to the gym. But here we are, let's go! I started my workout from hopping on the treadmill to warm up my body on such a beautiful and snowy day. I have to admit I did skip the warm up, a big mistake, and went straight for the bench press. Now I've marked with this little red circle here the way I'm locking up my wrists and kind of trying to break the barbell itself. This was my last set and I really wanted to push myself, so I've put quite a bit of weight on. But I actually made a big mistake. After I finished this set, my arms upper part was like really aching and I was like, okay, I surely must have done something wrong. And now when I'm watching this video, I can see what I'm doing wrong. If you look at my elbow when I'm pushing the bar up, it's actually kind of swinging around rather than pushing the weight up. It's definitely something I need to fix, especially if I want to progress further. Next on my training program were the pull-ups. I can't actually do a single pull-up just by myself, so I use this funny machine to help me. I did hear bad opinions about it, so I've been told to actually use a resistance band instead. So here it is, me kind of doing the same thing but using a resistance band. Afterwards, I've used the pec deck machine, again lightweight, just to get the movement right, the elbows and a good nice tension in the chest. Then straight into dumbbell lateral raises. I think this was the easiest exercise. I think I'm doing it right. If someone has any comments, feel free to drop it down below. Yeah, but I think that was quite simple. The second last exercise was the reverse cable flies. I have to admit it's one of my favorites. I chose the weight very wrong. I had to change it twice. The first time I lowered it and then towards the end I had to just do it with the very bare minimum. It's actually way harder than I expected. But yeah, very good exercise. Last but not least was the cable crunch for my abs, and I have to say I absolutely failed. I just got extremely nervous and anxious thinking of doing that exercise. I'm not gonna lie, that's just who I am, and I've just decided to swap that exercise into just leg raises. So I just finished my first training of this transformation. I was struggling a bit with some of the exercises, I'm not gonna lie. For the first time, I think it was for me mostly figuring out what weights I should use and what works and what doesn't, what are my limits. I'm just off to go and do some shopping right now because I haven't done that earlier, and I will do my meal prep today as well. Today is day 2 of my transformation. Yesterday I was feeling extremely bad. I had a headache and I just had to go to bed quite early. I don't know if it was my body experiencing some shock due to small amount of exercise. Anyway, I did manage to go shopping last night. I did get food for today, which I'll be prepping. My body is quite sore today, not really sore, but I can definitely feel it. I'm also eating my overnight oats porridge, which I've prepared yesterday. I can already see that we're not gonna be friends. It's definitely not my type of consistency. So I'll have to figure out something else instead. It's really thick. The consistency is very thick and I can barely like chew it.
I took this rest day to prepare all my food. I know that I won't be doing the overnight oats anymore, just regular classic porridge, so no need to prep that. For lunch I've prepared burritos with tofu to get the proteins in. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of tofu, it actually turned out quite good. Tofu is not extremely rich in proteins, so I usually like to have my protein shakes with this meal. I'm preparing 4 portions at the time. One is eaten right away and other 3 go in the boxes. You can also see here the beautiful bodybuilders meal, classic chicken and rice, which is really high in protein. For the supper I usually have cottage cheese, and if I need extra proteins I have 3 scrambled eggs. I won't be getting into food details in this video, I will speak about it next week, so if you'd like, hit that subscribe button to not miss out the next one. And now let's just jump into the next day. Today is day 3 of my body transformation. Day for breakfast I've decided to swap my overnight oats for just regular porridge with milk. But that means I will have to eat extra yogurt on the side in a second to keep my protein intake. I will eat this and then I will wait about an hour and a half and then go to the gym. So excited. I'm off to a different gym today. I was feeling slightly anxious of going to the gym. I was thinking how to get myself into the good line of thought, and I was like, do you know what? Like, I don't have to do it, I get to do it. I don't have to go to the gym, I want to, that's the first thing. So here I am going to the gym because I get to do it, you know, and perhaps not everyone has that opportunity, especially if you live somewhere in the countryside where there is no gym, for example. I just finished my second workout. Gym was really full. I went at like 8 AM, so it was, I guess, people before work working out. There was like a queue to every single possible thing, which made it really difficult to do any of the exercises. I've spent so much time there just standing and waiting. I don't really feel like I've done enough. I don't feel like I've actually done a proper workout, and I really don't like that feeling. Despite having a shit training, I still got to enjoy my food. I had my burrito with the protein shake, and then later that day I also had my chicken and rice with broccoli, and that way I swiftly moved on to the next day. It's officially day 4 of my gym transformation. Today is my lower body workout. This week is just all about figuring it out. I'm still not sure how to do all the exercises. You can have the most expensive workout routines, you can have the most expensive diets, but if you don't actually take action, then you know, what's the point of all of this? And waiting, you know, until I have a perfect script, until I have a perfect training program, perfect diet, I'm not gonna start, you know. As per usual, I am starting my gym session by hopping on a treadmill and just warming up my body. I did forget to do a general warm-up afterwards, so please forgive me, it is my first week, but I will improve. Then I went on to do the squats, and this is the exercise I was actually most afraid of, because if you're doing it wrong you can get seriously injured in your lower back, and in fact after this workout my lower back was hurting. So again, I came back to the video and I was thinking, what am I doing wrong? You can see how I'm forcefully trying to like straighten my back, which curves my back into like a letter C, rather than keeping my back straight, but importantly the core engaged and kind of trying to break the barbell again. That way it just corrects the position and it doesn't put so much pressure on the lower back. Then next in my training program I've got leg extensions, and after that leg curls. What I feel is important in doing these exercises is the actual tempo, which I mentioned in my last video, which is kind of going up 1 second and then slowly going down, like stretching out the muscle. So that's exactly what I've been focusing on in these two especially, is to kind of slowly put the weight back down. I also feel like my training program lacks ab exercises. I just train them once a week doing the cable crunches. So I just add these leg raises extra. I don't know if that's a mistake or not, but I don't know. You can guys let me know what you think about that. I am extremely happy because this was a proper workout. This gym is yet another one I've tried, one of the 3. It was almost empty in the morning. I just had to wait once for an equipment to be free, and other than that it was just perfect. I've carried on with the rest of the week according to my plan. Day 5 was rest day and day 6 my last training of week 1. That was the last workout of this week. Some of my thoughts are that I'm not pushing myself hard enough because I fixate myself so strongly on like the right technique. I just take way lighter weight. Maybe that's good because I will learn the proper technique. This week was absolutely crazy. I was super proud of myself because I was both eating well and training well. I've been doing my training the best I could, so I was extremely happy. In the next video I will be talking about my diet, the supplementation, my creatine intake, so feel free to hit that subscribe button to not miss out the next video, and I'll see you there.